One of the worst things that a teacher can do or can have done to them is to give out an assessment that will give them little or no value from the performance data. And so the following are 6 steps that you can take to create useful performance data for yourself and for your team. The first step would be identify the important learning outcome. Now, this is usually a big picture type item. Now, important learnings are called many different things: essential learnings, focus learnings. You can call it whatever you want. But bottom line is, it's the important skills and content that all students must learn during an instructional period. The learning should build on the past while moving students towards a larger learning goal. Now the next step, step 2, would be identify all the standards, including the skills and concepts within those standards that make up this larger important learning. Take those standards and start to prioritize them or rank the standards, including the skills and concepts, by their importance and their difficulty to learn. The reason you do this is it helps you decide on the focus for instruction and also assists you in creating your summative, your diagnostic, and formative assessments that would be part of your learning plan. Elementary teams, or really any teams or cross-content teams that plan together, can look across the content area for skills and concepts that give them opportunities to support this intended learning. The third step in the process would be then to develop a summative assessment, an end-of-learning type of experience for the intended learning outcome. This type of assessment is going to vary depending on the outcome that you guys selected. Now, an idea for this is create like a performance task environment and embed formative experiences within the task so it allows students to work, adjust their learning based on their performance while they're instruction, and it keeps you from having to teach to a test or over-prepare your students for any kind of summative assessment. Now, step 4 is creating a diagnostic assessment, something that allows you to measure student preparedness for the learning cycle. Now, this could be a new tool that you're creating, or it could be something from the past, a recent past, that allows you to make diagnostic decisions. This could be an assessment or specific work product. As you build into this program, you'll be able to identify diagnostic information from assessments in the past. But in the beginning, you may need to create a diagnostic assessment for every learning cycle. One key for a diagnostic is look for ways to get the best diagnostic information with the least amount of time and effort. And that may include dropping some non-important standards that you still must teach and that you know that students are going to learn out of a diagnostic. Only focus on those important or difficult things that you expect students to have trouble learning. Now, step 5 would include developing your instructional flow along with lesson ideas for the intended learning. Now, as you move in this direction, you'll take actual learning closer to what you intended. You would develop an instructional plan, but also anticipate reteach or intervention points based on important and complex skills. You can adjust the flow of your instructional plan once you have some more diagnostic data, subtracting in some places, adding in others. You may find that within the team there's going to be slightly different flows based on student population. The end goal remains the same, even though specific classes will have slightly different instructional flows. The final step, step 6, is creating formative checkpoints, times where you're measuring learning while instruction is happening, information that will help you decide on intervention or reteach decisions, and gauging the effectiveness of your instructional methods. If you use the idea of a performance task with multiple steps, look for parts of the task that can be used formatively to help students move closer to the intended learning target. If you follow these steps or something close to it or your own version of it, you will create more useful performance data in your classroom.